everybody. I'm Tony Winchester on Tony's Talk Show. I'm here with Foximusprime. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Cool.
How are you?
Oh, man, hey, I'm really happy to be here with you. No kidding. I've heard so many nice things about you. And
I'm glad.
yeah, and I've had the pleasure of watching your show a couple of times. You are funny, entertaining. You're so smart and quick. I love watching your show. Whatever got you into gaming?
I actually have 3 brothers, so I've been gaming ever since I was very young. Like, we had a Nintendo right away when I was like 4. I was sitting there playing Duck Hunt and everything with them, and the addiction started from there.
Wow, I think that's cool as hell. Are you American?
I am American, yes.
Where are you from?
I was from Louisiana, but I now reside in the great state of Texas.
Right on. Hell yeah, the Lone Star State. Right
Yeah.
on. Whatever got you into streaming? I mean, it's one thing to be a gamer, but to actually jump out there and jump into the streaming business and put yourself out front,
Yeah, I started streaming because a lot of people told me that they thought that I would probably potentially be good at it because I'm pretty enthusiastic when I get into something, and I've always set up when I played World of Warcraft, I'd set up events all the time, and I was the leader of it, and I would have seriously 50 people just with me doing this, 2 groups, full groups, and we would just go out and do stuff, and people just really enjoyed being and hanging out with me. So I decided to do streaming, and the reason that I actually started was back in October because it was the end when the League of Legends, I saw that the world was going to be going on, and then that meant that placements were going to be done, and I wouldn't be able to do it, and I just decided one day, hey, well, I need to do my placement matches. I guess I'll stream it, and that's how I started.
You just make me want to smile.
Oh, thank you.
Now look, I'm not asking this question for me, okay? I'm asking this question for everybody who's watching us right now, okay? Are you single?
I am single.
All right.
Single and ready to mingle.
All right, cool. Hell yeah. Well, I know a ton of people are going to be in your channel tonight.
Hey, guys.
Yeah. I love it. How long have you been gaming?
Well, I've been gaming since I was a little kid, but I didn't start getting as competitive and into gaming as I am now until I was probably 19. So that's I know I might look young, but that's over 11 years ago.
Wow, I never thought. Oh my God, I would have never guessed that one. What game are you? Hey, what game are you best at?
Right now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm pretty average at the things that I'm playing because I'm just jumping around so much, and to get really good at a game, you have to really stick to it, train at it and everything. But probably if I had to say, it would have to be between League of Legends, PvP in World of Warcraft, or this fighting game called Guilty Gear that I used to play on a semi-professional level. So I think that I could probably still be kind of okay at that game, maybe.
Wow, hell yeah. Now, I did a little research, okay, because, I knew I was going to get a chance to interview you, and so are you kind of into cosplay too, or?
I am into cosplay. I'm more into gaming than I am into cosplay, but yes, I'm very much into cosplay, and I kind of thought that you might have looked me up a little bit. So I do have this to show if you want to see kind of what my cosplay is.
Wow.
This is a cosplay that I did of a pink Reinhardt because Reinhardt, sadly I don't have the battery set up or I turn on the lights for it. But yeah, I do cosplay, and armor is probably my favorite. I don't do armor as much as I do the other kind of cosplay, but yeah.
You look fabulous. Don't ever put that on. Please don't ever put that on. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of RuneScape or not, but I played RuneScape mostly, and I really really like it. But sometimes I wake up in the morning and I say, I don't know, I just really don't feel like playing RuneScape today. Mm-hmm. Do you ever wake up and say, hey, I don't know, today's not a good day?
Yeah, no, that definitely does happen. There's some days that I'm super competitive and I want to play those games where, I can compete against other people. And then there's some days that I want to play Stardew Valley and I want to go and farm. And I'll do that.
When you were in your competitive days, okay? Uh-huh. I'm sure from time to time you would actually lose a game, okay?
Yes, okay. That happened a lot.
Now, did people still talk a little crazy to you, being a girl, or?
What do you mean by like crazy?
Well, we call it shit talk. I didn't really want to cuss in front of you, but.
Oh no. It's okay.
Hey, you can cuss all you want, but I just, I want to,
People, yes and no. When it was more like, if I would go to competitions, when I was at competitions, people that didn't know who I was, they would never be really disrespectful to me or anything like that. Or just shit talk, because in the fighting game community, I'm going to say that it's probably one of the communities that I think a lot of shit talk happens in.
Yeah.
It's just like what the scene is kind of like.
Well, intimidation's a big part of it, right? I mean,
yeah.
If they can get to you, then it throws you off your game,
Exactly. But I didn't really have too much of it. Where I did have it though was actually with more of the local players, because they knew who I was, and I guess they were comfortable with me, and so we did. But it was more like playful shit talking. It wasn't like they. I understand. Yeah.
Well, we run into hateful people. I mean, real hateful people. Okay? They talk about your mother,
Yeah. So. Yeah. No, that never
happened. What's your favorite part of streaming?
My favorite part of streaming is probably actually getting to connect with the viewers, because honestly, I like streaming and being entertaining. That's a fun part of it, but getting to meet people is really what I enjoy, because my favorite aspect of probably gaming is playing with other people. Playing by yourself can be so fun for so long, but getting to play with other people is really what I enjoy. So this is really opened it up for me, and I'm really liking it.
I did, like I said, I did a little research on you because I knew I was going to get to interview you, and I just wanted to make sure I said this. For the Horde! For the Horde! For the Horde! Yeah! So how long did you play WoW?
Oh my gosh, since 2008. I started in 2008. I don't currently play it anymore. Right. I have broken that addiction, guys. Woohoo! But I started in 2008, and I stayed pretty strong up until probably Pandaria.
Right on. I just think that was so cool. When I found out you played WoW before, I thought, oh, wow. And she's Horde,
for the Horde. Pharaoh Jude, guys.
But I got to tell you, but you look Alliance, okay?
I look Alliance.
Absolutely. You look Alliance.
Never. The only reason I have one Alliance character is so that I can get my own friends.
Now, they can't really tell because we're not doing a real big close-up, but if you just lean forward a little bit, I want them to see your eyes. Yeah. Hell yeah.
My wings.
Yeah, that's just so cool, I love that.
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite type of game?
Maybe I really enjoy MOBA because I do like the competitive aspect of it, and they're typically pretty fast matches. But I do really like the farming kind of games like Harvest Moon, and that's why I enjoy Stardew Valley. But then real-time strategy is also a really fun favorite of mine.
What's that farming game you get on Facebook?
Oh, Farmville? That's not the same.
my sister, that's the only game she plays was Farmville, you know what I mean? And she was just crazy about it.
I remember Farmville being super popular, and people thought that I would play that because of my addiction to Harvest Moon games.
Yeah.
But that's a little bit different.
Right. Yeah, it's completely different. But I wanted to tell you about my sister. That's the extent of her gaming. You know what I mean?
It's Farmville.
Yeah.
Hey, she's still a gamer to me.
Yeah. I always thought that was pretty cool. Now, you said you started in October, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to say October. Yeah, I believe it was October. It might have been at like the very end of September.
Now, a guy's sitting at home and he's, streaming through all the different games and game categories, and he picks the game category, and now he's scrolling down looking for somebody to watch, okay? And he picks a couple people here, a couple people there. When he finally picks you,
yes.
What separates you from all the other gamers?
I think I do think there are a lot of people who have the positive personality that I kind of like exuberate. But I think like something that like with me is that I like to try to involve my viewers as much as I can in the games that I'm playing. For example, one of the things that my friends and fans like have a lot of fun in doing is that I play scary games from time to time, and I'm not a very brave person and I'm scared easily, but I have it set up where they have the opportunity to try and jump scare me themselves. So while I'm there tensed up trying to like go through this scary game, they have the opportunity to try and jump scare me where it wouldn't have happened in the game, and they have a lot of fun with that. So it's like a little bit of like a thing that they can interact with me.
I swear I was hoping that's what you were going to say, okay? Because like I said, I watched some of your videos, or past broadcasts, and it's just so cute when they catch you. You know what I mean?
They enjoy it so much. They enjoy it so much that they even try to do it during not scary games.
It had me going, Yahoo! Just watching it. You got her! Right on! It really did. Mm-hmm. Now, any person who's streaming or relying on the internet, you know what I mean, to reach out to people, they're going to have some supporters that really help them.
Yes.
And I wanted to give you the opportunity to shout out, I don't care, 2, 3, 5 people who have been instrumental in supporting you. Now, I don't just mean like your biggest donator. I mean, you could say that, okay? But or maybe you want to say you're a moderator, something like that. You know what I mean? But who's the 2, 3, 4, 5 people who have really helped you so far?
Probably one of my biggest ones is I'm going to say Lousy. Lousy, you're awesome.
All right.
He has been very supportive and just trying to help me grow and trying to learn like what Twitch is all about, because I'm new. I didn't know I jumped into this completely blind. So he's been very good in guiding me and wanting to help me out. And then I also have to obviously shout out my best friend, Maria Mary Doll. She's a cosplayer. Check her out. You'll love her work. But she's been very supportive. Like she makes me feel good. Like she's watched my videos and she's like, you're doing great. You seem natural. She tells me what she thinks I should work on. I also have to shout out Darren. Darren has done a lot of my artwork. He's made my logo. And oh my gosh, Bullet's awesome. Bullet plays like every game with me. So
right
okay,
on.
those are the 4.
Cool. I want to make sure that you shout those people out because they're a big part of who and what you're doing on the internet, and I love it. Mm-hmm. Believe me, I'm a fan. I was so happy when you agreed to be on the show.
Oh, I'm happy for this opportunity and to get to meet you.
What's your favorite color?
Orange is my favorite color.
Yeah, I saw your chair. That would have been my guess, believe it or not.
Yes, it's the color of the red fox.
Right on.
They're orangey.
Now, how did you come up with the name Foximusprime?
Foximusprime actually was the name that I came up for my feral druid in World of Warcraft. I named it that because it took me 3 days. It took me 3 days to create my character because I wanted the perfect name for my character. So I sat down with a friend and we discussed things that I liked. And we eventually came to Foximusprime because I wanted something to do with transformation because druids transform. And I really love foxes. So that's how Foximusprime came to be.
Right on. Cool. So you didn't just pick that name because you're real pretty, right?
No, I like foxes. But thank you.
What do you like to do in your free time? Do you go to the beach? You go to the mountains? I mean...
Outside of gaming, I used to draw a lot. I haven't done that in a while. I do have like a really nice tablet that I really need to use, but it's been a while since I've done that. I work on cosplay, but I do really, really, really love to swim. So I've been swimming a lot during the summer. I don't know why I like it. I'm just like a happy little otter when I get into a pool.
Right on, cool. You know, I have this friend. His name is Wee, and he's like 6'8". Okay.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And so he tells me all the time when we like meet somebody on the internet or we see somebody on the internet or we're talking to him, he always wants to know, how tall are you? How tall are you?
Oh my gosh. Are you going to ask me that? I am 4'9".
Wow, cool.
I am very petite.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would say very ladylike. That's what I would say.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, very feminine, and you just make a great impression. You know, got that bubbly personality, and you just make, like I said, you make people want to smile naturally. You know, even if you don't talk, you make us want to smile. You know? If you were talking to people who were just trying to start out, like you were in October, okay? And working, as a streamer, what tip would you give them, or what advice would you give them?
My biggest tip would be to pick a schedule and stick with it. Treat it like, I know it sounds bad, but not like so bad, but bad, like kind of treat it like a job. If you set up that you're going to be here, be there. Because people are expecting you. If you tell them that you're going to be there and then they're not there, and then you're not there, they're going to start not trusting your word. Because I know that I did take a little bit of a break, but people were so used to the schedule that I held down that I was getting messages constantly like, "Where are you, Foxy? Like, when are you going to stream next?" So I really, really, really suggest, like, you need to stick to a schedule so that, people will know when you're on and then they can come and enjoy you.
Cool. Where do you hope to be in 1 year from now?
Where do I hope to be? Moved out? I'm hoping though that, there's other ventures that I'm like looking at, like I'm working on too at this moment, but I'm hoping that I don't have to go back to a 9-to-5 job, that I could potentially have this and my other ventures be able to support me. I'll go from there. So then I could make this like a more serious, job. Right. Or career,
Yeah. Well, okay. If you couldn't be a famous streamer making millions, what other job would you like to have?
I would probably really like. Okay, if it's not going to be streaming, I guess I'm not going to say cosplay too then, because that's kind of like, I feel like a little bit of the same venture of like that ideal fun kind of job. But if not, I would probably see about going, and because I have worked at a gaming company before, and possibly get back into doing that. It is a very there's a lot of opportunity in the gaming industry, and I would really like to probably pursue that if this doesn't end up working out.
Now, have you gone to some cosplay shows or maybe Twitch, what's it called, TwitchCon or?
TwitchCon. I have not gone to TwitchCon, but I do go to conventions. I've been going to conventions since I was 15 years old, and I've been cosplaying since I was 15 years old. So I've gone to like lots of conventions. I have gone to like PAX. I've gone to PAX South, and then I've gone to like anime conventions and then comic conventions. I could probably show you like all the badges that I have, but I'd have to go and find them. But I have so many badges. Now,
I went to Indie PopCom, and I went to the Kansas City PopCom, okay? And I really had a great time, it's walking around and seeing all the costumes and seeing all the cool people, and and it was just really unbelievable, you know. When I was at
Yeah.
Indie PopCom, a guy brought me a shield from Falador, that's a city in RuneScape, you know. And another girl brought me a little red dragon, and she says, I see you killing red dragons all the time. Here's a little red dragon. So what's the coolest gift you've been given as a streamer?
The coolest gift that I've been given like, okay, I'm a sweet, like, I love sweets and candy. And I do, I guess I forgot, I should have mentioned that Mord Confessor, or Jake, is also a really good supporter of mine. And he actually, like I said, I love sweets. I am a cake eater, if you want to call it that. I love candy. But yeah, he gave me like this huge bag of like Japanese candy and like ramune. So I really, really enjoyed that.
Have you ever
ate it all.
Hey, right on. Now, what kind of candy do you like? What's your favorite candy bar?
I don't eat so much candy bars because I'm not super into chocolate. I'm into like the sweets kind of candy. And so I want to say that probably like the Nerds Ropes are my favorite.
Yeah.
Because it's like a tangy kind of candy.
Yeah.
And I really love that kind of stuff.
Like those sour worms or that kind of
Yes!
stuff?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and get some.
If you could have a dream car, what car would you want?
The Mach 5. I want the Mach 5 from Speed Racer.
Wow.
That is my dream car.
Do you like going fast?
Yes and no, because it's fun. I don't mind it if I'm on like a roller coaster, but when I'm in a car though, I'm kind of scared because I'm like, I could die at any moment. But I have gone fast in cars. I'm a terrible driver, so I would not go fast myself.
What's your favorite kind of food?
I really actually like, it's called pho. It's Vietnamese noodles. I'm like super addicted to pho.
All right, cool. A dual question, okay?
Okay.
What's your favorite movie, and what was the last movie you went to see?
My favorite movie, oh, that's hard. I'm probably gonna have to go with either The Lion King, because it's just something that I've stuck with like all my life. I really liked it. I really like singing. I'm not good at it, but I like to do it. Or probably Boondock Saints. I don't know why I liked it, but I was like super addicted to it when I was a kid, like when I was younger, and I just like really liked that movie. And then the last movie that I've seen was, what did I go and see? I don't really go out to movies that often. And I can't honestly remember what the last, I think I saw the Star Wars, the Han Solo one. I think that was the last one that I saw.
All right, cool. Do you like pets?
I love animals. I actually joined WAGs so I could meet dogs.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, well, basically, have you had all good experiences as a streamer, or have you had a few bad ones?
For the most part, yes. It's been a very, very positive experience. Nothing has happened to really want to scare me away. You know, I do have like those random people that come in and they're just rude to me. They'll say like random things that make no sense. Like I've had somebody come in and accuse me of being anorexic while I was eating.
Yeah.
So that made no sense.
Yeah.
But so it's just like those kind of things, but it really doesn't faze me. I was expecting it, like going into it. So I really just had like a really good experience.
All right. It's been so fun getting to talk to you and getting to meet you, and especially after I watched a couple of your shows. You know, I mean, I did. I mean, I sat down like for 5 hours and just watched. You know,
a couple.
Yeah. Well, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And it was really cool, and you gave me the feeling like, hey, I know this person, and this person's my friend. You know. And to the point where I wanted to like type in your chat, but you know it was it was pre-recorded already. So. And there's no doubt in my mind that you're going to be extremely big at this someday, and really and truly.
Thank you.
Yeah, hey, I really mean it with all my heart, and
That means a lot coming from you.
Well, thanks. You know, hey, look, I'm just want to be the grandpa on the internet. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get a chance to help some nice young people to, you know what I mean, get some exposure. Because see, here's the deal. The streamers know. I don't care how good your show is. It doesn't do any good if people don't know who you are, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
And also, like you said, schedule when you get on. So tell us, when do you stream? If I'm sitting here right now watching this video, you know, this talk show, when do I need to get on the internet to watch your show?
Okay, I right now I try to always be on around noon until I want to get off. It always goes at least until 5. There are sometimes that there's things that I need to do during the night, so I can't stay on after that. But after that, I will play normally probably until 8, and then there's sometimes that I lose track of time and it's suddenly 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, cool. So you just kind of go with the flow sometimes. I mean, not the start time, but the finish time, you know?
The finish time is just go with the flow. But and that is also I'm trying to be a little bit not of a hermit anymore. So weekends I'm trying not to. I'm trying to go out and hang out with my friends, like real life friends.
Yeah.
I do often just stay in. So I will play on weekends also.
All right. Well, you know, it's really been a pleasure meeting you. It's really been a pleasure spending, you know, I don't know, a half hour, 45 minutes. But, you know, and it was really cool getting to gab with you before we got started, you know?
Yeah, it was.
So,
I really enjoyed it too.
And I liked it so much. I want to say in like, you know, 3 months or in 6 months, please come back and be a guest on my show again, okay?
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, me
Just
too.
let me know.
Yeah, and I want you to know, me and Lousy will both be lurkers in your channel from now on, okay?
All right. I look forward to seeing you.
Now look, before we go, just please do me this one favor, and let's do a Yahoo together, okay?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, all right, 3, 2, 1, Yahoo! Hell yeah! Foximus Prime, you're number 1, Yahoo!
Yeah.
Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate you being here. Like I said, it's Foximus Prime. You heard her. She comes on Central Time, 12 o'clock. She stays on as long as she wants, as long as she's feeling it. And I heard a rumor that sometimes she stays on as long as 2 days in a row.
Oh, yes. I've done that.
So you guys check her channel out, check her out, give her a follow. And I love y'all. Thank you and good night. Yahoo!